Today we're going to draw an owl. Yay! So we're going to start in the middle with his beak. And it's going to be just an upside down triangle. And then we're going to create one eye on this side and another eye on that side. We're only going to color in part of the eye. The rest of it's going to be white. Where you know, we can color in part of it, but we want to make sure that you see the whites of his eyes just a little bit. That's how we do that. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to do these circles around his face, because you know owls have these big faces. We're going to do another one. Now remember, if I'm going too fast, pause the video and then go around this way. And then we're going to go in and we're going to put his ears in. He's got 2 ears and the top of his head. And then we're going to take it up and over, and we're going to bring this line all the way back around. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Up and over, and bring it all the way back around. And then we're going to put in his body, kind of like that. And he's going to have wings. So we're going to put a wings over here, and we'll do one over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do these loops, kind of the shapes of his wings, where we go around and create some loops for his feathers. Like that. And then let's make sure that he's sitting on a limb. So we're going to put a line, a diagonal line goes across, so he can be sitting on a limb up in a tree like that. And then we're going to put his feet in. He's going to have feet, right? His claws. And they're just zigzag lines. That's the way I'm going to create mine. Now we're going to put feathers in here. So I'm just going to do some V shapes for feathers. Just like that, all the way across. So they sort of look like feathers. So now what we can do, we're going to go in and color this guy. Let's see, what kind of colors do we have? So what I usually do is I always have a scrap piece of paper that I can kind of scribble on. I take my marker and I usually mark it over here on my piece of paper just to test it to see if that's the color that I want. And I really like that yellow. So I'm going to do, you know, this guy's going to have, he's going to have some yellow and orange in him. And so I'm going to start out right here with this yellow. It's kind of a darker yellow. It's almost orange, but not quite. It's that in-between yellow-orange color. Now I'm just using these markers. I don't even know how to pronounce them. I just found them and bought them, but you don't have to use these markers. You can use colored pencils. You can use crayons. You can use any kind of markers you want. You know, a lot of times I go in and I use Crayola brand markers a lot. So I have all kinds of different Crayola brand markers. So you could use those too. So the tips of his wings, I want to have them lighter. I'm going to have them yellow, a lighter yellow. See, that's even a lighter yellow than that one right there. And I'm going to do this first, and then we're going to make them darker as they go back. But you can color yours any way you want to. And I want him to be yellow up here. Just like that. And brown and orange.
So I'm adding a little bit of light brown, and then after that I'm going to add some orange to the owl's wings.
Now remember, you can color yours any way you want to. You don't have to color the way I'm coloring. You could actually make a blue. You could make him blue or yellow. I mean, you could make him blue or pink or any other color. Oh my gosh. He could be anything you want him to be, right? All right. So let's see. What do I want to do with, what is this color? Ooh, this is like more of an orangey. This, I ran out of ink on this one. So I'm going to go back with my other marker. My markers are running out. I draw with them all the time. Is this a different yellow? Oh, here's a different yellow. What I'm going to do is go in and create a pattern around his face. Kind of gives it a little extra decoration. You know, if you look at feathers, sometimes they have these stripes. Now, I know that he's not completely realistic, but that's okay. We're going to put some stripes in here to give him a little decoration.
So right now I'm adding a little darker brown to the feathers on his chest. They're all layered. If you look at an owl, they have layered feathers. And then we're going to add some brown to the back side of his feathers on his wings. And we're going to make stripes so they look like they're all layered. If you look at an owl, they have layered feathers.
So I'm putting streaks in here so it kind of looks like he has, you know, texture for, remember he has, these are feathers and all the feathers look a little different. So I'm just adding these colors so it looks like his feathers, he has feathers, right? And then I'm going to color the back of the rest of his body, something that matches his face. Just like that. Okay, and so now we need to we've got to draw this tree limb. I'm going to put some streaks in here as if the tree limb, you know, if you look at a tree limb, it does have different colors in it. So I'm going to do that. And you know what we should do is I'm going to put some leaves. I think we need some leaves. Let's see now, how am I going to finish up the tree limb? I'm going to go in with a lighter color, like that. You know, because bark has a texture. I'm going to have to teach you guys how to do bark. Maybe that's what I'll do. There you go. Now let me put some leaves in. I have just a green marker. I'm going to take a dot and come down and do a swirl, and a dot and come down and do a swirl to create these leaves. I can swirl out and then back in, back out, and then back in like that. And then I'm going to put, so we're going to go out and back in and put one more over here like that.
If you love what you see, hit the button below. Subscribe today.
So leaves, if you look at a leaf, they have these veins in there. So that's what I put in there. And then I'm going to get a lighter green, something that's lighter and brighter to kind of fill in. That's almost the same color. I was thinking I would do lighter. Maybe this green. I just wanted to do a lighter green, so you can see the veins in the leaves. Like that. And then I'm going to go back with a yellow and put a little bit of yellow in my leaves. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right. I'm going back in and finding these like little white dots where I didn't quite fill everything in, and I'm filling it in with a light color. Oh, we didn't do his ears. How do we want to do his ears? Maybe with that dark brown. Where's that dark brown? We only use the dark brown here, so why don't we use the dark brown up here and fill it in with his ears. Wow, did I even use that dark brown? Oh, I didn't. I used a different brown. Okay, well there you go. That's funny. Okay, so there's your owl. I hope you had fun. Come back and see me.